everything works off of the same platform. Our body is our weapon. What we have in our hand just extends that weapon. So whether we have a knife, whether we have a gun, whether we're using empty hands, it doesn't matter. It's the same platform. So one of the things that we're going to introduce in this video is the Kempo CAR system, center axis relock. The reason that we're calling it the Kempo CAR system is we're using our stances and our body positioning to feed into this firearms program. So this firearms program uses the same exact motion that we would use to take on an attack physically. The idea of this is I do this drawing of this pistol, it's still the heel-in fortification. I bring this pistol into place, bring it to my chest, and start pulling the trigger. We're going to show you an example of this at the range today. So if somebody's coming in to attack, I'm going to do that same heel-in fortification. As he starts to move, I heel in, I start pumping holes in his center chest. Now, the reason that we're going to this position on our chest is because of body alarm response. Body alarm response is when your body dumps adrenaline into it, you're going to lose all kinds of functions. You're going to lose your ability to have fine motor skills. You're going to lose your ability to see short range. You practice shooting where you're looking. So if I'm looking here, I'm shooting here. So we talked earlier about this heel-in fortification and how it transitions to the Kempo CAR system. So the idea of this is, as I do that heel-in fortification, the pistol comes out of the holster. When I land in the neutral bow, I'm going to fire. The firing position and the firing platform comes off of the position that pistol stays in on my body. The CAR system stands for center axis relock. The reason we went into the Kempo CAR system is we are using the stances of Kempo to bring that pistol into battery. Okay, so I'll give you an example of it. As I pull this into battery, I shoot center mass. I keep everything locked in and I can continue shooting center mass. I can unload it. So we're going to use this heel-in fortification to bring this pistol into battery. We're going to shoot center mass, but the neat thing about this position is I'm using my body as a turret. Everything's coming off of my body, so when I shoot center mass. As I tilt my body up, I shoot a little higher, and I shoot higher, and then I shoot to the head. So I use my body to tilt that pistol into position rather than my hands waving around. And you can see here, this is my first shot, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, and eighth. So all I did was track straight up the body with that tilting of my body. Yep. So the Kempo CAR system, like we talked about earlier, incorporates that heel-in fortification. I still drive with the calf of my left leg. What happens when this foot turns to that heel-in fortification, that's the draw of this pistol. As I land in the neutral bow, I land in this low position. This low position allows me to take the recoil from firing this pistol into my body rather than it being out here and moving around. What it does is it allows me the ability to maintain what I'm shooting at by looking at it. So where I'm looking is where I'm shooting. When I turn my body, I'm turning that pistol, so my body becomes a turret. As we come into this shot, what I can do is I turn this foot in, my hand comes to my chest, I come to that high position, I get right in the middle. From there, I start tipping my body up to shoot higher. It allows me to unload without recoil. Clear? So one of the things about this CAR system is, like I said earlier, where you're looking is where you're shooting. So even when you go through that body alarm response and that adrenaline's dumped into your system, you're not out here shaking with that firearm. So when I draw and I shoot this target, I turn to shoot the other target. So where I'm looking is where I'm shooting. I'm using my front foot to turn me from one position to the other, turning this instead of this.